All right, so here we go. No Man's Sky, it's coming out, and I think it's going to be awesome. But actually, before I start, my name's Aaron, or as you may know me in the online world, Uyghur the Farmer. And this is a biking podcast. Yes, you heard that right. I am biking on my way into work. And I've been trying to figure out when the best time is for me to record my thoughts and in my day and without people looking at me funny. And I think I'll just do it while I'm biking. So it's the test. Maybe it's like episode 0. And we'll go from there. It's also a bit of a test to see how the wind noise works. And all that stuff. So here we go. And of course I have no idea how I'm going to do talking and biking, being out of breath and everything. So, my name's Aaron. No Man's Sky is the game. And I think I'm going to make the name Our Sky. So I already made some communities online as at Our Sky Community on Twitter, Our Sky Community on Twitch, email ourskycommunity@gmail.com, Facebook, there's an Our Sky Community Facebook group, and I know the game's named No Man's Sky, but really, if you think about it, right now, in the gold version of the universe, there is no men. There's no humans. There's no people. It's just the universe that's been generated, and we're getting warped in. And so the moment that it launches on August the 9th, barring any delay, then all of a sudden it becomes our sky. And it's a universe that we share. And the crazy thing is that we have the choice to fuck it up like our world, or we can be like, I don't know, awesome. You can be awesome in it. And yeah, so I guess I can go back to my sort of gaming roots. That's what people do. My gaming roots was, I didn't grow up with a console, but I probably played more games than most people who did. My family had a no console rule in the house. That didn't mean that we couldn't play games. And in fact, we started on a Commodore 64, so my dad was always into tech. We had the best VCR, best sound system, and at the time, arguably the best computer. Commodore 64. I was born in 79. I think I got my Commodore 64 in 84. And from that point on, I didn't stop. I can't even begin to describe the number of games that I had and played. Mission Impossible, or Impossible Mission, sometimes also referred to. Bubble Bobble. Not the shooting with a cannon one, but the one that you're actually like two characters. Donald Duck's Playground. Summer games, winter games, California games, Skate or Die. I don't know, anything. You could probably name a Commodore 64 game, and I played it and I have it, and still have it in a box in the closet. Then inherited my dad's Amiga 1000. I probably was in grade 5. So what's that? Maybe 89. And if you were PC gaming in 89, they were most likely monochrome, beeps and boops, and an Amiga blew it all away. There was no compare. And I actually had my Amiga and then my Amiga 2000 all the way to university. And it was only in university that the software wasn't on an Amiga. I was even on the internet on my Amiga, downloading porn on my Amiga. Thing is that, what was that, 94, 95, 96. And honestly, there was really no reason to have anything else. But I did get a PC, and it's a good time to switch because finally the PC had a separate graphics system. So the Amiga always had a graphics subprocessor. And at that point, the PC world just started getting it with Power VR and the Monster 3D effects. And it's kind of freaking awesome. I don't know if anyone remembers the original Unreal and the Creative Soundworks 4.1 surround and the Power VR. Pretty much unbelievable. And it just kind of went on from there. And I did the whole PC gaming thing until I'd say, 2004, Elder Scrolls Oblivion came out, and I got a really good, powerful laptop from work, and I never had to upgrade a PC again. I used that laptop, and I played tons of games, and then the Wii came out, and I stayed overnight outside of a Best Buy to get a Wii in minus 15 degrees Celsius, and got a Wii. That was my first console. Got a used Xbox 360, played the crap out of those games, and then a used PS3, played the back catalog of PS3, and all those times, I never played an online game. Played multiplayer, but always couch co-op. And the PS3, well, that's not true. I did play some original Counter-Strike beta on the PC, beta 0.15 and beta 0.3. And you actually had to pick ammo for the weapons that you were buying. The good old days of Counter-Strike. And so I did that. All right, and so yeah. So the PS3 had free online. You didn't have to buy PS Plus. And so I think it was Grand Theft Auto 5 might have been the first thing. But then really Dark Souls 1 wasn't on Xbox. So a little bit of online. Dark Souls 2. And then Destiny came out. And honestly, Destiny was everything I wanted in a game. It was Halo, which was my favorite first-person shooter. Co-op, Blood Gulch, Red versus Blue, everything. The speed of characters was perfect. The pseudo-cartoony style was perfect. And just felt right. So, a quote-unquote open-world game from Bungie. So my new Halo. So I got it, loved it. And about December, that was December 2014, joined Dads of Destiny Canada. Played with them till House of Wolves. But then I got a PS4. And the moment I left Dads of Destiny was running solo, ran into Optic Nerve Explosion and Red Devil, and played with those guys for a while. I was in this clan, Destiny Raiders. He got Optic in first and pressured me into joining, and now I'm one of the admins of Destiny Raiders. And it's not all about Destiny. It's pretty much any game that has enough people wanting to play it. Destiny, Overwatch, Grand Theft Auto, Pokemon Go, for a while Diablo 3, for a while Star Wars Battlefront, and it was pretty awesome. And it is pretty awesome. And but Destiny right now is, but it's time for another game. And in the meantime, I played, of course, Bloodborne, and Dark Souls 3. But I think No Man's Sky is like my next thing. It's actually the first game other than Destiny expansions that I've pre-ordered. I have a rule that I never pay full price for a game, because in Canada new games are 80 bucks. So I usually wait till they're 40 bucks on. It takes about a month. There's something about No Man's Sky that I wanted to be the first one to name a planet, to name a species, and just seemed like something that I would sink my life into. And there's a lot of reasons for my attraction to it. One of my games on my Amiga that I loved was Elite. Actually, I think it was Elite 2. And at the time, that was as open world, open universe as you'd need. And it was kind of unbelievable. And No Man's Sky just seems like the next version of it. So what I hope to do with this community is that it's not going to be me. It's going to be anyone. Anyone who wants to have a talking point. Anyone who wants to stream on Twitch. Anyone who wants to share. And crazy thing is that it's essentially a massively multiplayer online world, online universe, that you may never meet a single person. You can spend your entire game time on a single planet and never leave that planet. So just like here us in real life on Earth, we might never meet another alien civilization, and you can play your entire No Man's Sky existence like that. Or you can work on traveling the universe trying to find someone else. So there will come a time in No Man's Sky where we could have communities. And Sean Murray was the founder of that's making No Man's Sky. Basically said that there's a very odd similarities between Ready Player One, describing the future of gaming, No Man's Sky, where the gaming world is unified, individual planets or game worlds. And if you haven't read it, read it, or just listen to it unabridged audiobook. Listen to it while you're playing No Man's Sky. Whatever, it's amazing. So, oh sorry, I'm going up a hill here. So anyway, No Man's Sky started the communities. And yeah, check out the Twitter. I've started going through videos. I haven't actually looked at any videos for the last couple days. And I'm trying to find the ones that aren't talking point videos, aren't dissections of trailers. They're just interviews with Sean or official release trailers. Because honestly, I can't stand remake videos. Just watch the original video. There's no need to have announcements about new features. I think the mystery and magic of No Man's Sky is going to be just exploring it on your own. And we have an opportunity here with a brand new world to do exactly that. There's rules and there's systems, but in the end it's pretty much up to us with what we want to do. So anyway, any video that I post is just going to be as Viga the Farmer, talking on my bike, but of gameplay. Not of gameplay I've recorded in the past, live streaming gameplay. You know what, I really don't know what this game is going to be like. No DLC, Sean said no DLC. That can always change, or game programmers are allowed to change. You can imagine there's no need for it, because right now we're in the outer reaches of the universe. I'm not going to be meeting any players. Entire worlds, entire universe is undiscovered. And so there's no reason to have PvP in the system. They can work on it for a couple months, and by that point we'll probably be a central part of the universe, meeting other players. And PvP can just be stealthily added in, like fanfare, nothing. They can like tweak the generation algorithms on the fly. Pretty much the most amazing thing ever. No game has done that. You think of games, think of Destiny. You have worlds, and it's had hundreds of people making those worlds. And This is 10 people. 10 people who made some textures and made an algorithm which generates universes. Every one of their computers has a different universe on it. Now in the game, it's one universe. There's a server that's doing check-ins and logs. And well, what happens if you get to the center of the universe, which doesn't end there? What the center of the universe is a black hole, and you go through it, and it's such a two-seated universe. I think the other best game is going to be, and I think it's going to be as good as the players make it. Something like Destiny. It's always going to be that level. Crappy planet. Anyway, I'm rambling, so it must be time to finish this podcast. So yeah. I guess this is, well, first I gotta check if it recorded on my phone. This is the first podcast, unedited. I can have some music. Bing, 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 bong, 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 bong. Here's this theme song. You like it? We got a Discord, R Sky Communities. We got a Facebook group. We got a Twitch. We got Gmail. It's all the same, R Sky Communities. And, or community, can't remember. And excellent to each other. And party on, dude. We get the farmer out.